Ciao my friends! Before I introduce the second book, a small update. I'm finding it difficult to read a book a week, especially if the book is thick enough. I will try to read as much as I can, but unfortunately, time is limited to only 24 hours. Therefore, when possible, I will publish one book a week. Otherwise, when I have finished reading, I will try to keep at least one book within 2 weeks as my primary goal. Having said that, let's move on the second book I bought this week. I want to share with you that I have learned from the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Let's get one thing straight off the bat. This book isn't a magic bullet. Life's full of twists and turns, and what works for one person might not work for another. But Rich Dad, Poor Dad does something important. It shifts your perspective on money and success. Kiyosaki uses his own experience with the two father figures to illustrate different finance mindset. His biological dad, the poor dad, followed the traditional path. Good education, secure job, save for retirement. His friend's dad, the rich dad, took a different approach, focusing on building wealth through assets and business. What makes Rich Dad, Poor Dad interesting is that Kiyosaki doesn't preach. He simply tells his story and lets you draw your own conclusions. He challenges the idea that security and stability are the only path to happiness. One of the book's key concepts is the deal of the money. Imagine a chart with the security versus freedom on one axis and dependence versus autonomy on the other. Most people find themselves stuck in the employee quadrant, trading time for money. Kiyosaki argues for moving towards the investor quadrant, where your money works for you, granting true freedom and autonomy. Sound great, right? But reaching that investor quadrant takes work, and not just the traditional kind. It's about changing your mindset. You need to move away from the comfort of security, embrace risk and resourcefulness. Sorry guys. This means learning about investing, taking calculated risks, and building systems that generate wealth. Kiyosaki also talks about some intermediate goals on the path to financial freedom. One idea: challenge the traditional view of assets and liabilities. For example, if your house is truly an asset, if you are constantly paying a mortgage, could that money be better invested elsewhere? Another key concept is building automatic annuities, income streams that don't require your constant presence. The bottom line: Kiyosaki isn't advocating for laziness. He is advocating for working smart. There is a whole world of possibility beyond the traditional job. Rich Dad, Poor Dad can be a wake-up call, urging you to take control of your financial future. Sorry.
Hey everyone! Did you crack open Rich Dad, Poor Dad this week? Let's discuss your thoughts in the comments below. Share your biggest takeaways, or any questions that popped up as you read. As promised, My passion is to grow financially and share with you all that I learn. For more content on building wealth and increasing my and your financial literacy, be sure to subscribe. In the comment section, I'll also drop a link to a special resource, an Excel sheet listing all the books I devour and review on this channel.
This week, exploration resonated deeply. The book challenged me to consider this sentence. I have had to field questions such as, why take risks? Why should I bother developing my financial IQ? Why should I become financial literate? And I answer, just to have more options.